friends, welcome to the Jazz Ranch studio. I'm going to give you an exercise to try out in which you'll learn the 2-5-1s through the cycle of fifths. Now I've given this the nickname of the Jeepers Creepers exercise because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like this. That's the melody of the song Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers. So, this is a very practical exercise and it will help you to develop your ears as well as your muscle memory, knowing the keyboard, and then being able to apply it to songs. So it's practical. And it's the spread voicing, which means the harmonies are spread between the two hands. And the configuration is this. I'm going to start out now with the key of C, and the 2-5-1 would be D minor 7, G7, C major 7. And this is the configuration. Playing the root of the D minor. I'm starting with the D minor 7 now, and the D minor root and its 7th, and that's a minor 7 or a flatted 7. The minor 3rd in the right hand, the 5th, and the 9th on the top. That's 8, that's the octave, so there's 8, 9. So that's the first chord. 1, 7, minor 3, 5, 9. Now that moves in an easy way to the G7 like this. So what happens is the thumb comes down a half step, this moves up, root moves up to the G. Now you already have the 7th here in the right hand and the 9th, so you just need to move this down to the 5th of the G, so that you have this. Root, 3rd, 7, 9, 5. Now to resolve to the C major 7, you've already got the major 7 there, so you just move this down a 5th, root down a 5th to the C, and these two notes move down. One whole step here and one half step to get the 3rd and the 5th. And you have the 9th there. So there you have 1, 7, 3, 5, 9. And then that moves to the 6th like this. That completes the 2-5-1. You have 1, 6, 3, 5, and the octave, the 1. So there it is. D minor 9, G9, C major 9, C6. And it's the Jeepers Creepers melody. So not only do you have a good exercise in the spread voicing of the 2-5-1, but you have a melodic line on the top. Now what I do is I arpeggiate it because I have bent fingers, so it's difficult for me to play through the series without arpeggiating. So I arpeggiate these and they sound nice that way, I think, from the lower note to the higher note like this. Now you can play them that way or just play them like this. However you want to play them. I'll show you other ways, but that's a good way to start. You just play them straight and then arpeggiate them. So you want to learn this first one really well before you move to the next one. So this is the 2-5-1 in C. Now what we're going to be doing is moving down in whole steps through the cycle of keys. So there's going to be two series. It's going to be a two-step exercise. The first step being down through the cycle of fifths in whole steps starting on C. C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F flat or E, D, and C. That's the first whole tone scale. Then the next one would be D flat, C flat, A, G, F, E flat, D flat. So here's the first series. Now you can follow this by downloading the sheet from my website. I've written this out for you. So if you're a good reader, you'll probably want to learn this from the music written out. But you also want to learn it in your hands to feel it, and you want to learn it in your ears, what it sounds like. When you play a wrong note, you'll know right away once you learn the sound of this, because it's very symmetrical. In other words, each step of this, each cycle of fifths, each 2-5-1 is similar to the one preceding it, just down the whole step. That's into C, now into B flat, then then into A flat, then into G flat, then into E, and then into D. There you have it. So that's the first set. That was 6 of them now. 6 2-5-1s on a whole tone scale starting with the key of C. Now we'll go to the key of D flat. So we start on E flat minor 9. And we go to B. Then to A. Then to G. Then to F. Then back to E flat. There. Now, I'm not looking at the keyboard. I've learned this in my hands, and this is a good way to learn it. Learn it in your hands and then confirm it in your ears. It should sound right if you're playing it correctly. But you'll have to work on this, you know, like, and if the sheet helps you, then you want to download that and read it off the sheet. And be sure to watch the accidentals through the measure, I say. So now, what can we do in addition? There's some interesting things we can do. Instead of, we can arpeggiate upwards, which is kind of pretty, or downwards. In other words, the way I do it is this. I'm arpeggiating in the right hand from the top note down. You can do all of them if you like. You know, you can do it that way, but it's easier to do just the right hand and play the left hand as chords. This is good practice to do this. Now, in addition, what else can we do? We can add a flat 9 to the G chord very simply by just moving that index finger down a half step. In every case, it's a muscle move, you know, muscle memory move. Just move that index finger. Same thing here now. Flat 9. Just remember that that 9 is in the index, on the index finger. No. It's more of a jazz sounding chord, that flat 9 in there. Now you can also flat the 13 on the G chord, like there, it's that top note. That's the 13 on the G chord. Make it a flat 13. And even flat the 9 as well. No. No. You have 2 chromatic moves there, melodically. Learn that all the way through the cycle. That's another thing you can do. Now, in addition, you can play a melody on the top. Maybe what would work would be the song Laura. You can make up a melody like, so on, you see. So you can be creative with this. It can be fun. It's really good training to be able to learn a spread voicing like this in every key. You can apply it to tunes, like an example, and another tune would be When Sunny Gets Blue. You see, if you played it in the key of F, it'd be. The flat 9 in there. You see, so you're going to be able to apply this exercise to tunes that you play, and it's a good drill to develop the skill of playing a spread voicing, which is one of the most important techniques you can learn in modern piano and jazz piano, because you're going to use it with ballads all the time, playing ballads in particular. But it's like one of the important important things to learn, the spread voicing. Now you can learn it in every key in this configuration, which is a great sound. And it's the, as I call it, it's the Jeepers Creepers exercise. So I hope you enjoyed this, and send me a comment, and I'll see you next time around. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I want to give you a little shout out on my book. This is my book called Jazz Piano Methods and Songbook for Professional Playing. I've sold thousands of copies. I have a special sale going on right now. If you buy my book, you'll get my 140-page appendix of exercises for free. All you have to do is order my book through my website, and then write to me, and my email address is below, and I will send that to you directly to your email. So please check out the videos I've made on both books so you can see everything that's inside them. Where can you go and see a complete inside of a book on a video? Only here at the Jazz Ranch. So thanks for tuning in today. Please give me a comment. I love to hear from you. I always answer all comments. You'll see that I do answer all comments if you give me enough time. And until next time, in the words of my great friend upstairs, Hermie Dressel, I'll say, swing loose. We'll see you next time around. Be cool. Bye-bye.